Alright, let's go. We're good? We're good. So this hair gets worse every time? Good enough. Cool. Okay. I'm almost giving up on no, I'm not. I have to figure out a thing in my Mage Wizard project. I'm trying. I want. Fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna skip it. I might skip it. Like, I want to add it so that I want to add a feature so that people can get a drop down of the input devices that they have. And I can make that. I can do that easy. The problem is the setting of the input device. I'm trying to find out where in the C++, because it's in the C++, that the input device is actually set. And by default, it is explicitly set. Well, it's not even by default. It is explicitly set to be the default device of Windows. So whenever you fucking go here, this is the guy. And I can get C++ code, which is here. I didn't do any of it. I can't do this shit. This is all basically just, well, there's a lot of shit going on here. Some stuff I don't understand, a lot of things that are just things I'm ignorant about, code that exists in another place that I haven't used before and don't need to use. It's fine. It's just a thing. Like, I don't need to know how the code behind fucking Microsoft Word works or how the code behind this is displaying all of this. No, I don't need it. So I don't have to understand everything, and that is fine. Which is weird to say, but it's fine. And it's stupid to assume otherwise. So I can change this, but for someone who doesn't want the default device to be set here and you want to override it in the game, I don't know why you would want to. I'm waiting on my buddy's response because he has one of those cases where he has his interface, his audio interface, like this GoXLR down there, to be his interface. But for me, I still use the thing that I'm speaking in is still the default device. If I change it to this, actually, I don't know if it changes at all. No, it doesn't change because OBS actually has it overwritten, I think. Isn't there settings? That's such a stupid thing. You have to do audio, advanced audio? No, the audio? Yeah, so you explicitly can choose it here, and you could say, oh, this, like, just like this. I would make something like this in the game. But if it's always going to be, like, it may as well be this device. Like, I mean, you saw in here, it may as well be the default device because it's the default device. It's the only device I'm going to use to speak into OBS. OBS may as well just default to this too. I don't know why games explicitly let you choose, or sorry, wait, this is output. Wait. Hold on. That was not what oh wait, was it actually choosing output before? It might not have even been choosing input properly, was it? Hold on. What was it doing? Let me run this. I'm gonna choose, oh, bro. This is the output device. It wasn't even doing it properly. Now it's set to game. This is output. It was never even setting the input. Oh man, I'm dumb. So if we change this, okay, it still doesn't matter, but this is going to be system? Yeah, system, okay. Okay, well this doesn't even do it. This doesn't even do it. I thought that it did for a second. I guess I asked the wrong question to Copilot earlier, but that's fine. So, because it was changing it, I was like, oh shit, it's doing it live. It was totally just doing output. It didn't do anything. It didn't help at all. So, excuse me, the point is, I don't know. Well, then why do it? Fuck it, I'm skipping. I'm texting my buddy. I'm pausing on it. I'm going to say, I think I'm going to pause on it until I know, alright, on it, and get back to content, spell, mechanics, until I know, until I confirm that there's a valid reason to not make your mic your default input. Okay. I can't understand. I don't understand right now why you would have your mic not be your default Windows mic. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why you would need two. It's not a two PC setup. It's one. Even if it was two, that wouldn't make sense either. So it doesn't make sense to me. So I think I'm gonna just get back to the content and just say fuck it, because I was looking in the code and I have some things open. I have the character open and I was adding some stuff in there, which I'm gonna remove now because now I don't need it. So yeah, and then just get back to content, because two of my buddies, the game works fine, works totally fine. Discord is a little funky, but it's only because Discord in some games apparently use the same microphone buffer, so the audio that comes into you in Discord, some games use that as the input buffer too. So if I say Fireball, the game will cast Fireball, but if somebody on Discord says Fireball, it will also cast Fireball, because for some reason my voice input is like a bucket that my words go into, but so do other people's words on Discord. So for some reason they double up. So the solution is just to deafen yourself on Discord, and boom, you can't hear other people, you're fine. And you should be playing in the game anyways. There shouldn't be metagaming or being like, I don't know, just, well, I guess if you're in a Discord call and you want to do it and then have your buddies in the call seeing you play. Give me. I don't know. But in that case, I mean, it's $3. I don't know. There are holes to poke at this, but I'm trying not to get around implementing something. I want to implement it, but I also need to be a realist and make sure that it's worth implementing, because apparently not even Darkest Dungeon or Dark and Darker or other games that are well known have that feature. I mean, I think it's probably possible to add. I mean, surely it's possible to add, right? The Perplexity in AI tells me that it's like implicitly built in even deeper than C++ or something, but I can't imagine that that's the case. I'm pretty sure the entire engine is just in C++, right? So you should be able to mess around with the C++ and change what's happening, change how it goes. I'm hoping that the setting of input is not only ever done, well, I mean, surely it's not only ever done one time, like, well, I mean, even if it is done only at one time, you can surely override it, right? Like, if the audio input is set somewhere, something has to store it so that every time you talk, it's using that device, which means that there has to be some sort of object that is storing this device's ID, which means that I should be able to get that information somehow elsewhere. And if I can get that information, that object, then I should be able to set the objects, or I can set the mic ID to this one, or whatever, if you have a complex mic setup for input, for audio input, not output, input. Which means that somehow I should be able to get it to the character. It's just a matter of getting that information, because you can do a lot of stuff in Unreal. It's just that the resources are absolutely, completely fucking scattered. So, and yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. You would think there would be like a part of the department that would be dedicated specifically towards creating standardized resources and ideas. Like, hey, if you're trying to implement this basic thing like movement, oh, I bet you, 5.6, movement. Oh, here it is, set up character movement. Oh, well, I wish there was set up character voices. Unreal Engine 5.6, set up voice chat. Oh, look at that, fucking nothing. It's only things done by other people. I mean, sure, I guess, but still. What about Unreal Engine 5.6 audio input device? Oops, I misspelled that. How about, audio. What about input device? Oh, audio input to string. That's not what anybody wants. That doesn't give me anything. Oh, getting them doesn't help me either. I want to set them. How about set? Is setting a thing? Set space specifically? What about set? Nope. Awesome. How about voice? Is this any helpful? How about mic? Mic is pretty good. Oh, great. We can only set the threshold. That's not helpful at all. Awesome. So, I mean, it seems like if you have a computer and you have one mic, Unreal defaults to that mic. Cool. Mics work. Good. And if anything, it seems like games that don't set the mic to be the Windows default are the ones with issues, because then you then, if they don't default to anything specifically, and I think they don't even default to the system device like Call of Duty or some other games. I swear I've played games, or PUBG maybe, for example, or Apex maybe, where you talk and it doesn't work, and it's because it defaulted to some other device instead of your Windows device. So instead you have to manually put in your Windows device. You may as well, the solution may as well be, okay, we know what input device the person's going to do. You can change the output device, but why would you need to change the input device? The input device should be the input device. Boom. But maybe there's a subset of people who are going to play the game who need it for some reason. That's what I'm trying to confirm first. The annoying thing is game development, so much of the stuff, I mean, sure, I guess I may as well just go on to content. I may as well just go and start, that's what I'm going to do. I need to become more interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary, either way. I think inter's between anyway, so same shit. Where once I'm doing something and I'm waiting on something, there's more to it too. I have a habit of doing something and I only do that until it's finally done. The problem, though, is that there are a lot of times where I'm doing something and I have to wait on other people to confirm things, which means I can't make progress. I have to wait for those people. Like my inventory system, like Root Motion, where animations created in Blender or in Unreal, when you play them, it moves the character in the Unreal world. Whereas if you don't have Root Motion enabled, what happens is the character looks like it's moving, it animates, but the actual information behind the character, where the character is located in the world, doesn't change. The mesh itself moves, but then it goes back to normal after the animation completes. So it's like walking, the animation is completed, back to normal. Walking, like a two-step animation, bump, 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 bump. That's what happens. But if you enable Root Motion, the motion of the animation actually moves the character. Bump, bump, and the character actually moved with it. So it's not bump, bump, the character's still here. It's bump, bump, the character is with the animation. So I had to wait to find out the solution for that because I was completely stuck. But it was important because I didn't need any other mechanics in the game at the time. I only needed this because it was foundational. It was the main thing that I needed to learn. And I think that was the main part here too. I needed to see. I was waiting and I was stuck on this for basically like a week of trying to think about how to figure it out, and I still haven't yet. But now I'm at the point where it might not be necessary. And cutting is probably the best thing to do. Like Elon's philosophy, for example, is you add a bunch of things and eventually, what is it? You cut more things than you add. Something, or for everything you add, you cut a certain amount. So if you add, let's see. What's an example here? Oh, you should be cutting content. You should be cutting enough content so that it requires re-adding pieces back. So you cut enough stuff to cut all the fat, all of it. But you do so much to put the system in such a healthy place, fatless, that you actually have to add back some of the meat that you thought was fat. Because if you hadn't cut that far, you wouldn't have gotten rid of all the fat. You would have this residual layer left over, just like cancer. You can't cut all the way up to the edge of the cancer and stop. You have to cut a little past the cancer to completely guarantee that there's nothing there. There's no perfect border between the good muscle or the good tissue and the cancerous infected tissue. You have to go all the way into here and take a little bit of extra because there's no even layer. It's jagged. Some of this is good, some of this is bad. Maybe and there is a point at which you get rid of all the cancer at that level, but it's just inside all of the good meat. So to get rid of all the bad meat by cutting into the good meat just a little, which means you got to re-add some of that good meat. So Like if I had cancer in my arm and we cut enough, I'd have to re-add some muscle, even though the cancer's gone. Also a tiny bit of muscle, so I have to re-add. So in this case, I think it's something I'm going to cut. So I'm going to get back to, I guess I'm just going to add different spells now. I'm going to add different features, just different unique spells that do different things. And then like a heal spell, I need to add a health system. I need to add a couple things like that. A couple basic spells, maybe 15. I'm going to add 20 spells this week. And then I'll worry about maybe leveling them or cutting them, making progressions, making them all completely unique, making other requirements, things like that. Okay, on to C++, enough ranting. I think I have to kind of mix the channels a little bit. I don't use my other channel right now. But I have to mix my aspirations, my C++ Unreal, or just really it's just Unreal and raw C++. Okay. Using standard for each to do something to all elements of a container. So instead of like standard, or what was it? We hit standard find, we hit standard find if, and then count if, right? Oh, we hit standard sort as well. So now we have standard for each. It applies a custom function to every element, meaning that it returns the value that the element should be. It seems like it would be passing it by reference then, right? The function needs to take whatever the element is by reference, and then it can do something to it. Yeah, like in this case, it is taking it by reference, and it is multiplying it by 2. So now we're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8. Boom. For each. I don't really need that. It's fine. To new developers, but there are benefits to standard for each. Okay, what about? Okay, it's 3 lines of code. It's not actually, these need to be removed. It's 3 lines of code. It's also 3 lines total. Oh, because the standard next array began, huh? Oh, because if we do for each, it has to be for each every element in the array. Makes sense. I'm going to focus more on the concepts and less on the specific objects and functions that I can call. So I'm not going to do for each. Oh great, I left my water. Here, back. Did I? I did. Okay. Okay. If we were using a standard, hold on. Oh, well, yeah, that would make sense. Particularly makes sense. If they use a forward iterator, they can only iterate forward. Okay. Timing? I thought he was gonna say like waiting, like making something execute at a particular point in time. That would be sick, but that's an external thing for sure. Oh, and I guess what you could do is you could identify, you could use steady clock to figure out what time it currently is in steady clock and how much time passes per second, and then just say while while steady clock's time is less than whatever that initial time was plus whatever the units are times the 5 seconds. If it's milliseconds, 5 plus 5,000. While it's less than 5,000, or it's while it's less than itself plus 5,000, then boom. Or really, it's while it's less than the initial value that you got. So you save the initial value, and then you loop. You say, hey, while the value now is less than what the value was plus 5,000, we haven't waited 5 seconds yet, and then it goes. That makes sense. Okay. Fucker. Beg. I'll begin. Jesus Christ, this name is stupid. It's begin and then clock now minus beg. Oh, it is in milliseconds, huh? Oh. A second? Chrono duration? Standard ratio 1. Oh, versus like 1,000 to be a millisecond, maybe. And begin is now. So when you create it, when you create the timer, it gets now. And then you can call reset, so you can create it, and then you can check the elapsed. So you can just get elapsed. Elapsed is a function that returns how long it's been since the beginning. So it's now minus the beginning. Yep. Dot count to see how much time has passed since. Okay, let's do this. I fucking hate how the shit is set up. My chair has to be off to the side. All because of the desk shit right now. I want to move it over. You know, I will. See if I even can. No, I can't. No, I definitely can't. Well, it's as close as it'll get. It's fine. Okay. We need chrono. We'll do a class and call it clock, or we can call it timer. No constructor yet. What do we want? We want, oh, init. So what we want, some type alias action, so we can have clock. How does it work when we have using inside the class? Do we just say timer dot clock? Well, but clock isn't. Like, what would be the point of that? Like, there's no object here. Oh, the point is that we can use it in here. Gotcha. And then we can do the same thing using, what do we want? We could say, what do we want the time to be? An int? Int begin, and we initialize it to be clock now. Hold. Oh, it's not this. It's some other crazy type. Was it? Oh. Clock time point. Chrono has a time point, so it's at the same place. We could pass it steady clock. We pass it clock. And then what's the point here? Second? Oh, cast it to a second, whatever the hell a second is. Using second to be standard chrono. What is it? Time point again? Or, oh, it's chrono duration. int 1, or what is it, ratio? Standard ratio? Excuse me. And you don't need that to be it. You could do that in the constructor, or you could just do it here and have it be default because it's always going to be that. Okay, makes sense. No point having it default and then also get overwritten. Like default to 0 and then get overwritten. That wouldn't make sense. We'd have a function called void reset. What does it do? It says begin is clock now. And then what, int duration or get duration const something, nothing yet. And it what? Returns something that minus that static cast at a seconds. Static cast to a second. What? Clock now minus begin. Why not? Oh. What? Hmm? Oh, duration cast? The fuck is this? So we're getting so we're converting the crazy value to that. So I guess it's gonna yield milliseconds maybe. So we're converting to seconds. I'm curious though. Oh, and the count yields an int? Okay, so what if we create, what if we say starting timer, and then I always say timer started. Okay, and then we say timer, timer. Then we say timer get duration. This isn't. I copy this real quick. Okay, so it was a mistake on my part. Oh, duh. We're returning a fucking int. What? Oh my. And so what happens if we don't do that and we just make this a double? Oh, it doesn't like that. So standard duration is somehow different. It's its own type, I guess. I guess it's a class. It's a class called duration? The fuck? Okay. Interesting choice. Okie doke. And so what? Could I do something like timer started and then while timer elapsed is less than 5. Hold. It's a function. Doesn't do anything. Oh, wow. It actually can wait 5 seconds now. And it took 10 thousandths or something? Basically, that not even a thousandth, 10,000th of a second. Sheesh, my boy might get on. Sick. Okay, I can actually do stuff with time. That's helpful. True, we can check selection sort versus standard sort. Let's do that. I'm gonna create the clock again too. Okay. So we'll do so I'm gonna create excuse me. Oh fuck, that was not good. Where's okay. We got a standard array, so we can pass it to a. Well, we could do it either way. What would I do? Just pass the size. I'll do C style. Sure. But then we can't do for each. Yeah, let's not do C style. Oops. Okay. Here, cool. Let's do. Oh, actually, we could just do. What? If we did one for 1,000, are you sure? What would I even? I do it 1,000 times. I guess so. Or we could just do. I'll do this. Fuck it. I'm just gonna do center array x, and we'll create it as an int with 1,000 elements, and then for const autoreference element in x. For each element in x, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say element is. All right, so we'll say hello? Oh wait, whoops. Hold. Oh. If it was random like that, what if we do static cast to an int? Cool. Alright. And then we can copy the array. So we could say array y is x. Copy x to yield 2 random identical arrays. Okay, and then if I wanted to, I could do for const autoreference element in x. Oh, what? Whoops. Okay, cool. Bunch of big ass numbers. That's it? Wait, that's all? It's only 1,000? Oh. It doesn't look like 1,000, but okay. I'll copy it and do it for y too. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Okay. Sort x, sort y. And then create timer. Sort x. Print time. Reset timer. Well, let's Could destroy it. Well, I guess I don't know how to actually just straight up destroy it. Could create another timer. Oh, I guess, no, it's fine. We reset timer, sort Y, print time. Selection, sort, and then standard sort. Okay, so we'll do void sort sort array, I guess. And then we'll say it takes a standard array of some type, template, type name T, standard size T, size, because we don't know the size, T and a size, array, and we need to sort it now. So we could do, yeah, sure, let's do selection sort. I'm curious how much slower it's going to be. So we say for each element in the array, we need to do this. So for the first element, go through each element and compare it to this element to see if it's the lowest. So I think we could do, I don't think we even need a for each. I think we just go until the last, right? But then, yeah. Or we go until the last minus one. Okay, yeah. So we could do for and I. It's a standard array though, that's the problem. So we'll do standard, I could do pointer of T. Excuse me. I'll do size T, sure. Standard size Ti, and while I is less than size, right? Or hold, less than array size. I don't want to call that each time. We already know the size, so, because it takes it, right? And then increment I, but it's less than size minus one, because we don't need to sort last element since all others are sorted. Since it must be sorted, since all others are sorted. Okay, and so we'll say we'll say lowest element, so we'll say a T lowest element to be array I, right? Okay. Excuse me. And we'll say for what again? Same thing. So we could say length. Int length. And initialize it to be size, right? Size minus one, no, size. And then we do minus, yeah, we go until the end, but then we also subtract one from it each time so that we close the gap. Or hold, do we need to? Wait. Hold. What if we do J and we start with I, right? May as well use standard size T, right? And while J is less than, we compare it to all. Let me check. So it could have a I should have done that before. A standard function of a particular type. I think I meant to do that. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We'll do this. I don't even have standard function. What if we had algorithm? Is it there? Oh, it doesn't even have it. Oh, we're gonna need it. Okay. So we'll say if this element is lower than the lowest element, so we'll say if array j is less than lowest element must now be hold. Or shouldn't we just swap them? We have we have a number here, and we find a lower one, and we swap them, and then we go again. Okay. I think we may as well have a swap, right? Void swap, and it takes time t. It's a tx and a ty. And we say tz is initialized to store x's value, and then x stores y's value, and then y gets z's value, and then this is a t reference, and this is also a t reference. Excuse me. Temporarily hold x's value. Give x y's value. Give y x's value via z. Swapping the two. Okay. Should we just call swap? Oh, this should be lowest element index. Can we do, or I think we have to do size t, right? Its lowest element index, when we start at I, swap array lowest element index and array j, right? Or rather swap, yeah. Okay. And so we say for this current element, excuse me, for the first element, excuse me, we save it as the lowest element's index. And then, shouldn't this be I plus 1? Start 1 after I to compare next element, or to avoid self-comparison. Excuse me. Compare lowest element to every other element. Every element after it. Okay. And so what if we do a little bit of this real quick? So we'll say standard array x 3, 4, 5, 56, 6, and we do sort array x. And first we'll do for const autoreference element x, x, and then we'll do it again for const autoreference element x, or in x. And this is not x, this is element. Boom, and then we'll say, nope, need one more, and a semicolon. Boom, not B, nobody knows B. Okay, and I type B again, because I'm stupid. Alright, so at first the array is 3, 4, 56, 6, and then it's 3, 4, 56, 6. Oh, fucking amazing, I'm a stupid dummy, because I didn't pass it by reference. Boom. So now it's 3, 4, it was 3, 4, 56, 6. Now it's 3, 4, 6, 56. Okay. So now I can delete all of that. I can uncomment these. Okay. So now I need a timer. So we'll also include chrono. Class timer. So we need to, I guess it's easier, right? Sure. Using clock to be standard chrono steady clock, sure. Using second to be standard chrono time, or wait, what is it? Standard chrono time point, a double, standard ratio 1. Getting better. Shorthand for steady clock. Get second as a data type. Or well, alias for second. Okay, and then we could say begin. We'll say double begin is initialized to be. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, it's standard duration cast, right? 2. Oh wait, or is duration cast later? Fuck. On. Won't begin to be now, right? Oh, isn't this the fuck? I don't remember. Oh, it's here that's time point. So this is standard duration. The fuck? Time point. Is this where we? No, we don't even use that. A time point of a clock. Hold. Oh, it's not double. Excuse me. This is the type. Time point of a clock. That's clock now. Store now. Double seconds. We'll say void reset const, and we say no, we don't. It's not const. We say begin is okay. Oops, wait. Okay, and then something. If we're gonna get duration, we're gonna just subtract. We're gonna do, oh, we have to do some casting, right? Standard chrono duration cast to a type of seconds or second. We have to pass it begin minus clock now. $21 is the issue? Why? What are you talking about? Oh, here it is. Return. Oh, good. That does not return to a double. Oh, it's count. The count of seconds. So we're returning begin, which is whatever the fuck a time point is. Another fucking class. Time point minus now, which is also a time point. So time points of these. We're casting it to, or we're converting it to a duration cast and then getting the count of the duration, I guess, to get the actual value. Okay, so we'll create a timer and we'll say timer, timer. And then we'll sort X, so we'll say sort array X. And then timer get duration. Oh, it's elapsed. Get elapsed time. Okay. Reset the timer. Oh wait, standard sort needs iterators. Y begin, Y end, and doesn't it default? And then print time. Right? Oh yeah, because we're not printing. Okay, so we'll say, oh my god. It's 30 times faster. Wowzer. That's pretty good. So to sort 1,000 random numbers, it would take not a second, not a tenth of a second, not a hundredth of a second, but about a little more than half a hundredth, so about a 50th of a second, or not a second, not a tenth, not a hundredth, not a thousandth, but 2/10,000th. A fifth of a thousandth. Yeah, that'll do it. Instead of being 150th of a thousandth, which is 0.15. Oof, yeah, that's a lot better. Wait, wait, hold on. How much better was it? Yeah, yes. Yeah, about 30 times better. A little more, 35 in that case. Alright, how did he do it in this case? He made the timer. Oh. Global array elements is 10,000? Oh, 10,000. So what if we did 10,000? What if it was 100,000? Yeah, this is taking a second. What the fuck? I think it might have ran out of shit. Maybe that's max capacity of an array. Damn, it almost took a whole second for selection sort. Oh, well, yeah, because it gets... Oh my god, yeah, for every element, it adds a whole nother element. So if we add 1,000 more elements, it adds 1,000 more... Holy shit, yeah. It takes a second versus 2/1000ths of a second. Thousandths of a second. Not 1, not 0.1, not 0.01, 0.002. That's pretty crazy. So if we do 10,000 elements, oh wait, what? Yeah, but the sort isn't even gonna do it though. What? What is he saying? Yep, start +1. Oh wait, okay, I'm doing this way wrong. I'm doing the swap every time. And we're checking if the swap is not already the same. Oh, or, well, you could just swap it every time, or don't. Oh, or have your swap check. Oh wait. Well, I'm just calling swap. You don't want to have swap that checks, because then that doesn't make sense, right? Oh, he's doing standard swap. I'm doing my own. Okay. Well, in this case, I was doing a swap every single time. What it should be is... Oh, wait. We do swap. So we find the lowest. And then... Oh, we could check. Wait, what are we doing? Hold on. Oh, and we swap it with I. Then it gets J. So we loop through the whole thing to find the lowest element index. Excuse me. Okay. And then we swap. Swap array I with lowest with array lowest element index. Now I just want to print it real quick. Cool. So it is sorting properly. That took a fucking long time, but that was also the printing, which probably took a long time. Printing is the least efficient part of this whole thing, seems like. What is not true of this call? What is you saying? Huh? Hold. Oh. Wait, what? What are you saying? Okay. Wait, it's 11:20? The fuck? What's wrong with the swap here? We know I. Is it just because of how big this is? No? I'm pretty sure. Hey, he called it the same as mine, sort array. Oh, because my swap is different than that one. Mine doesn't like it. What if I did standard swap? Even then, the fuck? I guess it's okay sometimes. Okay, it's better than it was. It's not fucking 0.7 seconds. Doesn't this mean it's still 200 times slower when we're at 10,000 elements? How fast was it at 1,000? 0.0002. And if it gets 10 times bigger, then it's 0.002. Okay, so it's this. So this is linear, right? O of n, or O times n. So if it gets 3 times bigger, it takes 3 times longer. But here, if it gets twice as big, it's going to go from 0.4 to what? Oh, fuck. 0.4 to 3. Oh god. Yeah, it's bigger than that. That's bad. Alright, and then what if we replace the swap with standard swap? Same as mine, no difference. Excuse me. IOTA. Really? Does he just have a god machine? Mine takes 0.37. His takes 0.34. 0.41 versus mine. Okay. Same shit, there's no difference. So his machine's just a fucking maniac beast. Holy shit. But then when he does the same thing with standard sort, wow. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed and I'll finish this tomorrow. Okay, more tomorrow.